Yes, Jah people, this is Micah Shemaiah representing. I will say, hear the lion voice, saying it is time for the lions and the lionesses to tell their own story. King David killed Goliath with a stone, we original Dred.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jah soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it, I jolly for say that.
Gravitate is a place, we have to go in through tavern or LSC flats and go around on the curve and round on the bridge, and you know what I mean?
It need a documentary, as I'm talking.
Definitely, brother, definitely. And the people them are just good for have a camera walk to the place, and because them places really, very rarely get highlighted in Jamaica. As we say, I would a great ones come, but it's not violence, because you don't know when system set the people against the people, it's not so easy, you know.
But these are historic Rastafari, historical sites, as you say.
Yes, sir.
And they need to be preserved and the people educated about the significance of these regions. Because like I said, I hear about this, and of course, Bedward, as you say, that was one of the original fathers that preach, So in terms of coming out of this working class inner city, hills, was there agriculture going on at Dreadites where people growing food and things?
Yeah, man, that's always a go on in a Rasta world, man. That's constant.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabet is giving birth in a place called Erjersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Lich Tafari's father, Ras Makunin, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Makunin is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Makunin knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Lich Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwasi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
We are doing the work, as you can see. We are starting now to go into the creative industry. This is my wheelhouse now. We start bring on some of the singers and the players of instruments within Rastafari. I saw Queen Omega out of Trinidad. Beautiful interview. If you have not seen that interview, check it out on the platform. We have many, many more artists, and this artist today that I'm bringing forward, I'm my favorite, I tell you them, I never lived during the time of Dennis Brown, and we kind of feel a way about it because by the time we even realize the talent that we had coming out of Jamaica with Dennis Brown, him did gone already, you know. However, I am living in a time where I have a brethren named Micah Shemaiah, where I put on and trust I, you know what I mean, is literally an artist when I listen, you know, in my house, and the brethren has created one of my favorite songs in life. I tell him that to him face. In life, me not talk a favorite for the 90s or a favorite for 80s. Me I talk me a 40 odd years, and I would have my favorite song. So we are gonna talk to the irate of the original Dred, the brethren who a chat through hills and valleys. It's a great honor to welcome I and I family, Ras, Micah Shemaiah. Welcome to the
Yes,
Lion
brother.
Talk.
Last year, yeah, man, greetings in that divine name, you know what I mean? So
Highly,
last year, I
highly.
bless all of the people them out there and everybody where have you. Give thanks, you know, give thanks for the platform. Give
Yeah,
thanks for the
man.
opportunity. So, man, say, brother.
I've been looking forward to this one, man. I tell you, so you know, we've been wanting to do it. I want to do it in person. So this is just part one, family, and the them know how we do it over here. We don't do just one interview and we done. No,
True.
we're here to chronicle the journey of I and I sons and daughters during this epic moment. You know, we are the generation that was chosen to see the face of the Most High, to experience the repatriation. So it's a joy. But before we get into that, I want to ask you know, to step into the Lion Talk time machine and take us to the I birth, your origin. Where were you born? And what was the I journey to Rastafari?
Well, I'm on really born in a yard here in a Kingston, a Jubilee, you know what I mean? Them time when my parents lived up in a Jedites, you know, that place where it's like a Rasta community. I mean, back in them time, the very popular Rasta community where when you get beaten by the system, you know, what I mean, most of the people used to run to them hills there, you know. So that's where I'm on born still. I used to go Hope Valley first school, I think, and then we leave from there so and reach in a place called Clifton Road, which is off Chisholm Avenue. You know what I mean? So basically from the garrison to the garrison, you know what I mean? But it was a better vibration when we moved still because as we said, when we were up at Jedites, it was really rough, you know, walk through cow shit every day if we go to school and you know what I mean? And even though, you know, Clifton Road was a better vibe in terms of trying to build a family structure and things, still had its detractors, you know, like, you know, violence and you know what I mean? No flicker thing. No flicker thing we see when we're youth too, you know, but we would probably rather, you know, get out of our mind, but you don't know them things not possible. Yeah man
Those for the international audience, you know, when we're talking about Dreadites and we are talking about working class and we are talking about the garrison, I want the guy to explain to a non-Jamaican audience, because this will go wide, how, you know, how you would describe Dreadites. And I just interviewed Dexter Davis, Sangy Davis' son, and him just talked about Dreadites. So it looked like we need to do a documentary on
definitely.
Dreadites too. You know what I mean? Because I keep hearing this sound. I hear it from Brother Carl, I hear it from other ones still, but you know, I'm seeing this as a reoccurring theme, this Dreadite. So please explain to ones what day to day was like in Dreadites. What, you know, paint a picture.
Well, well, that's why I call my band Jedites. You know what I mean? It's where we're coming from. It's where I mean 12 tribe especially had its birthplace in Trenchtown, you know what I mean, as most people know, you know. But Jedites was where now a coming together of a lot of 12 tribe from all over the country. From I remember when I was a little youth, about 40 at Virgin used to stay at my yard, you know, just coming from the country and they needed a place to rest. So them stay at the yard until meeting time or whatever function was happening at the 12 tribe at the time. So but Jedites now was a place where the prophet gathered his place, you know, who is the founder of the 12th tribe of Israel, and the one who has led us into this time, you know what I mean? And also, as I say, whole heap of brethren and sisters were from different parts of the country which were marginalized and whatever. Them find them way up at Jedites and them time there it was like hillside. And my uncle used to live up there too with him family and things. So, no flicker land there and thing where, you know what I mean, you don't know capture land thing, cause so Jamaica used to run. So enough of the land was really captured back in them time that so people can get to survive and thing. So it was a community of just poor people. Even now it still is, but them time there, that's what it was. And then Rastafari injection into the community brought a certain type of energy, you know what I mean? And for me, most of the things that I remember really was going to like the 12 tribe session, them like the dances and them thing there, upper Jedites and them thing that was really magical, color party and them something there, you know what I mean? First time I see all my little bit in TJ on stage and them thing there, So it was memorable and it was a community that really was trying to live together. But we have ups and downs. We had I think they had an incident back in the day when even the government was looking on Rastafari peoples and Dreadites as like a threat or something like that. So them sending him some work a soldier and thing and man wake up to him door and get knocked off and you understand? So it was a whole experience in terms of growing up as a Rasta youth in the community, full experience. Um, just seeing how the people struggle. And Jaddite is not a place where I would have said it don't have resources. But I would say the way how ghetto people live is like resources could be right in them backyard, but them don't really have the what do I call it now? The ingenuity or the infrastructure, you know what I mean? For kind of, materialize these resources, So it's like a left up thing, like the government does say, left up round there. So Jeddah, it was that type of place. And as you know, there's a whole heap of like Bedward and you know what I mean. There's crazy history coming from up that side. So it's not like it's yesterday it started. You know what I mean. So as I say, it's like where poor people try to gather and try to live in a way where them can survive. Normally these great things, kind of evolve out of it. So I would have said that's why enough Rasta man would have say, yo, I come from up in them side. And not only in Jedites, but around the surrounding areas of Augustown and in place there. A whole heap of brilliant people come out of them place and also a lot of the artists that came to give the expression of what go on the street and what go on the people them come from them places, you know what I mean? So it's really it's like one of the birthplaces I would have said of the modern conscious thinking Jamaican and Rasta.
What is the community known as today? Is it still known as Dreadites to this day?
Yeah, man, I still dread that same way, man. Up there, some bridging them create a little energy now where it like on the ends where my uncle used to, and Natural Black and them, man, they used to have them place around at the back. Them call that Fire Street now, you know what I mean? So, the youth, them, yeah, man, so them a try whole lot of energy, so them call it Fire Street. But I still dreadites, you know what I mean? Still dreadites, same.
Thanks, Steve, thanks. And that is close to Augustown, or is that considered part of Augustown?
Augustown would be like cross the river. So yeah, so that's like that. Yeah, that's like behind Augustown. So you'd get to if you're driving up there. So more than like you'd get to Augustown before you get to Jeddah. Jeddah is a place you have to go in through Tavern or Ellis Flats and go around on the curve and round on the bridge and you know what I mean.
It need a documentary as I'm talking.
Definitely, brother. Definitely. And the people them are just good for have a camera walk to the place and because them places really, very rarely get highlighted in a Jamaica. As we say, I would a great ones come, but it's not violence because you don't know when system set the people against the people. It's not so easy.
But these are historic Rastafari, historical sites, as you say.
Yes, sir.
And they need to be preserved and the people
Yes,
educated about the significance of these regions. Because like I said, I hear about this, and of course, Bedward, as you say, that was one of the original fathers that preach, So in terms of the I know coming out of this working class inner city, hills, was there agriculture going on at Dreadites where people growing the food and thing?
Yeah, man, that always a go on in a Rasta world, man. That constant, constant. Even my uncle used to raise bees and all kind of little things up on film, little farm, man. You know what I mean? So that was because remember, Rasta was really about self-sufficiency. So we have to, because the system now give you a blight, so we have to make it. The system, once people look at not only the system, but in general, that's why things like Coral Gardens and these things happen, because I want people to remember that Coral Gardens wasn't just about the government being on top of Rasta. Coral Gardens was also about regular citizens of Jamaica bringing themselves and putting themselves into gangs to fight against Rasta and find Rasta and all type of thing. So there's a consensus and there's a heartfelt thing within the people that Rasta is here to upset their balance, you understand? Which we are actually here to help the people, but it take years for the people so them think there, you know what I mean? So as we said, these are the type of things that, you know what I mean, struggle with over the years. And you know what I mean, kinda hard to find balance as a Rasta people. So me as a youth now come up through them thing there. It's just similar things, but in the working class society, people have them time the people that make my parents used to make ashaman and drops. My father would make roots for years upon years. We created a brand called Sunshine Roots, which is still today, I would say, one of the best roots ever created. But to have the resource now to turn it into a multi-billion-dollar company is another thing, So Rasta had all the businesses, all the businesses, you know what I mean, which are now today being, as I would say, exploited to the highest levels, I would say,
Yeah, Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie the first. Tell the people about embarrassment. Well, even if the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, well, to the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love. And even when the people start ball, cause they see the city streets them flood. But when the hurricane blow down their wall, I'll be by your side and me now but think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, your love was a lifeline. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, that light was a lifeline. It seems like the world is upside down. I will never hide, I'd rather stand my ground. Lion of Judah blessed with the triple crown. Can't come fool I with no circus clown. Now fear no hurricane or the cyclone. Respect for Mama Earth with that embedded on me bone. That's why I will never leave you alone. Protect you from harm when the alarm sound. So even when the stars they fall and the moon turn into blood, to the coming war we stand tall. I will shower you with my love. And even when the people start ball, when they see their city streets them flood, when the hurricane blow down our wall, I'll be by your side and me not budge. Think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, your light was a lifeline. I think I found the love of a lifetime. I love you every day or the night time. The Almighty, I made your light shine and unto I, your love was a lifeline. They say hurt people, maybe that's why Babylon them so evil. Maybe Babylon abused as a child. That's why them no like the light when you smile. That's why them no like how your body curve. The way how you dance keep on Babylon nerve. Them no know how the Almighty you serve. Want to be a queen so a king you deserve. And I'll be by your side when things get worse. When the city flood cause the dam just burst. When you can depend on no state or church. Firm like a man in an Haile Selassie first.